Good morning, dear students. You are watching the English language lesson for the GCE ordinary level examination conducted on Jathika Pasala. Dear students, today we are going to discuss with you the fourth unit of your textbooks. දුවේ පුතේ අද මම ඔබත් සමග සාකච්ඡා කරන්නට බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ ඔබේ පෙළ පොතේ 4 වෙනි යුනිට් එකේ තියෙන විශේෂ දේවල් ඒක නම් කරලා තියෙන්නේ for a better tomorrow කියලා. So we are going to talk about this topic for a better tomorrow. What do you mean by this? Really we are expecting a better tomorrow, especially an environment free of pollution. එතකොට බොහොම පිරිසිදු පරිසරයක් අපි අනාගතයේදී බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා. මෙන්න මේ පිළිබඳව අපි කොහොමද ඉංග්‍රීසි භාෂාවේ විශේෂ යෙදුම් කොහොමද අපි යොදාගන්නේ? කොහොමද ඉංග්‍රීසි භාෂාව යොදලා නොයෙක් දේවල් අපි ප්‍රකාශයට පත් කරන්නේ? So first of all we have an interview you can see in your textbook to talk about this topic for a better tomorrow. Now you can see this on the screen. I will discuss with you the content of this discussion. Now you can see the lesson. There is a presenter. This is a Rupavahini, or we can say television program. The presenter says this: good morning. Once again we join you in your favorite program for a better tomorrow. Our topic today is polythene and the environment. දැන් බලන්න දුවේ පුතේ මේ වගේ දෙයක් ඉදිරිපත් කරනකොට අපි යොදා ගන්න වාක්‍ය ඔබ ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕනේ. මෙතන අවශ්‍ය වෙන්නේ අපි ඉංග්‍රීසි භාෂාව මෙන්න මේ වගේ ටොපික් එකකින් කොහොමද ඉගෙන ගන්න කියලා බලන්න. Good morning. Once again we join you in your favorite program for a better tomorrow. Our topic today is polythene and the environment. ඒ වගේම අපි මේ සාකච්ඡාවට පැමිණෙන විශේෂ පුද්ගලයෙක් සම්පත්දායකයෙක් අපි කොහොමද එයාව අඳුනලා දෙන්නේ කියලා ඊළඟ එකෙන් බලමු. To share some valuable ideas on this topic, we have with us one of the eminent environmentalists in the country, Mr. Sunil Veerasinghe. Welcome to the program, Mr. Sunil Veerasinghe. අපි නැවතත් බලමු මේ වාක්‍ය. To share some valuable ideas, බලන්න වැදගත් අදහස් කීපයක් හුවමාරු කර ගැනීමට on this topic මේ මාතෘකාවෙන් we have with us one of the eminent environmentalists. බලන්න මේ වචනේ eminent, quite prominent, quite clever. The eminent environmentalist, පරිසරවේදියන් එක්තරා පරිසරවේදියෙක් in the country. His name is Mr. Sunil Veerasinghe, and the presenter welcomes him. Welcome to the program, Mr. Veerasinghe. දැන් ඔබටත් මේ වගේ program එකක් කරන්න උවමනා මෙන්න මේ විදිහට ඔබ පුරුදු වෙන්න ඕන. සමහරවිට ඔබට මේ වගේ එකක් ලියන්නට ආවොත් මෙන්න මේ විදිහට ලියන්නට හුරු වෙන්න. You can see it in your textbook. Now let us move on to the next part. Then Sunil Veerasinghe, Mr. Sunil Veerasinghe thanks him. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. දැන් බලන්න මේක අපි ඒක පටන් ගන්නවා. It's a pleasure. ඒක සතුටක්. It's a pleasure to be here. Then the interviewer, as we are well aware. Now here you can see aware. Aware කියන්නේ no කියන වචනයට තවත් ක්‍රමයක්. As we are well aware. අපි හොඳින් දන්නා පරිදි as we are well aware, polythene has become a major environmental issue. Talking about polythene and the environment, what is the biggest problem related to polythene? අපි මේ ටික නැවත බලමු. As we are well aware, අපි දන්න පරිදි polythene has become a major environmental issue. ඒක පරිසරය පිළිබඳව විශේෂ ප්‍රධාන issue එකක් වෙලා තියෙනවා. ප්‍රධාන ප්‍රශ්නයක් වෙලා තියෙනවා මේ polythene භාවිතය. And talking about polythene and the environment. අපි මුලින්ම මේ පොලිතීන් පිළිබඳව ඒ වගේම පරිසරය පිළිබඳ කතා කරනකොට අපිට නැගෙන ප්‍රශ්නේ ඊළඟට අහනවා what is the biggest problem related to polythene? The biggest problem, the superlative degree, what is the biggest problem related to polythene? දැන් ඔබට පසුව ප්‍රශ්නයක් අහන මේ problem කියන එකට යොදලා තියෙන adjective එක මොකක්ද? එතකොට the biggest, it is in the superlative form. What is the biggest problem related to polythene? Next one. Now, Mr. Sunil Veerasinghe answers the question. The biggest problem is that most types of polythene don't decay. එතකොට ප්‍රධානම ප්‍රශ්නේ තමයි හුඟක් පොලිතීන් වර්ග don't decay. Decay කියන්නේ ඒවා දි รา පත් වෙලා යන්නේ නැහැ. They accumulate. Accumulate කියන්නේ ගොඩ ගැහෙනවා. They accumulate. ACCUMULAT. Accumulate in the environment, and that in turn creates many other problems. ඒ නිසා අපිට නොඑක් ප්‍රශ්න මතුවෙනවා. බලන්න ඒ වාක්‍යය the biggest problem is that most types of polythene don't decay. They accumulate in the environment. ඒ කියන්නේ ගොඩ ගැහෙනවා පරිසරයේ, and that in turn creates many other problems. Then the interviewer gives an idea. I am sure our viewers would like to know about these problems. එයා කියනවා අපේ නරඹන්නෝ මේ ගැටලුව ගැන දැනගන්න කැමති ඇති. I am sure our viewers would like to know about these problems. Could you tell us something about them? දැන් බලන්න දුවේ පුතේ බොහොම ශිෂ්ට සම්පන්න විදියට වැදගත් විදියට අපි ප්‍රශ්නයක් අහන තාලේ. Could you tell us? Could you please tell us something about them? අපිට ඒ පිළිබඳව යම් දෙයක් ප්‍රකාශ කරන්නට පුළුවන්ද? Could you tell us something about them? So අපි යොදා ගන්නවා මේ කෙනෙකුගෙන් කිසියම් දෙයක් විමසනකොට. Could you please tell me how to go to the bank? So like that you can make questions. Now let us move on to the next one. Then Mr. Sunil Veerasinghe says like this. Well, you can see he takes time using this word well. It seems that a lot of people have the habit of throwing polythene bags carelessly. Well, it seems that a lot of people have the habit of throwing polythene bags carelessly. That means without any care, carelessly and haphazardly. Haphazardly කියන්නේ ඕන විදියට හිතන විදියට හැමතැනම haphazardly into the environment. So carelessly and haphazardly බලන්න ඔබට ලැබෙන adverb එකක් haphazardly ඒ කියන්නේ පිළිවෙලක් නැතුව අපිට හිතන විදියට haphazardly into the environment. This often leads to problems like land pollution and land infertility. This often leads making මෙන්න මේ ප්‍රශ්නවලට යොමු වෙනවා leads to problems like land pollution පරිසරය දූෂණය වෙන ඒ වගේම land infertility ඒ කියන්නේ එක සාරවත් භාවය නැති වෙනවා fertile land කියන්නේ සාරවත් fertility සාරවත් භාවය සරු බව infertility නිසරු බව එතකොට ඒක noun එකක් fertile adjective fertility කියන්නේ noun එක infertility නිසරු බව එතකොට මේ භූමියේ නිසරු බවට මේක හේතුවක් වෙනවා. Now let us move on to the next one. Now there is a picture that is in your book how the environment has been polluted because of throwing of garbage. Then another picture you can see the results of effects of plastic on ecosystem. මේ පරිසර පද්ධතියට වෙන බලපෑම. So groundwater contamination පොළවේ තියෙන වතුර contaminate වෙනවා ඒවා නරක් වෙනවා soil pollution එතකොට පස නරක් වෙනවා එහෙම නැත්නම් water pollution එතකොට ජලය pollute වෙනවා එතකොට ජල දූෂණය පස් දූෂණය ඒ වගේම පොළොව යට තියෙන ජලය දූෂණය වෙනවා ඒ වගේම air pollution වාතය දූෂණය වෙනවා මේ ඔක්කොම මේ effects of plastic on ecosystem. Then මේක පෙන්නන ගමන් තව විස්තර කරනවා බලමු polythene also blocks sewage systems and water sources. එතකොට ඔය කාණු පද්ධතිය වගේම ජල පද්ධති ඒවා ඔක්කොම block කරනවා. Polythene also blocks sewage systems and water sources. Another problem is that rainwater collected in polythene bags provides breeding grounds for mosquitoes. බලන්න another තවත් ගැටලුවක් තමයි that rainwater collected in polythene bags. මේ polythene bags වල එකතු වෙන වැහි ජලය provides සපයනවා breeding grounds. ඒ කියන්නේ බෝවන ස්ථාන for mosquitoes. මදුරුවන්ට බෝවන ස්ථාන ඒවා සපයනවා. This is really unfortunate. really adverb එකක්. This is really unfortunate. මේක ඇත්තටම අවාසනාවන්තයි. We will be living in an extremely unhealthy environment. ඒ නිසා අපිට අනාගතයේදී සෞඛ්‍ය රහිත පරිසරයක තමයි ජීවත් වෙන්නේ if such a situation is to continue. මේක අපි ඉඩ දුන්නා. Now let us move on to the next one. Interviewer, can't we burn polythene instead? යා ප්‍රශ්නයක් අහනවා. Instead ඒ වෙනුවට අපිට බැයිද මේ polythene පුළුස්සලා දාන්න? Then Mr. Sunil Veerasinghe answers, unfortunately that doesn't help much. ඒකෙන් වැඩක් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. මොකද burning polythene creates a lot of harmful gases. මේ polythene දවන විට පුච්චන විට ඒකෙන් හානිකර වායු පිට වෙනවා. harmful gases and substances, they are harmful to all living things. මුළු ජීවත් වෙන සෑම දෙයකටම ඒක විනාශ වෙනවා. they are harmful, විනාශකාරී to all living things. The interviewer, how about the effect of polythene on animal life? කොහොමද සත්තුන්ට මේක බලපාන්නේ? Now let us look at the next one. Sadly, an adverb එකක්, a lot of animals die after eating polythene as it is not digested. මේක දිරවන්නේ නැති නිසා හුඟක් සත්තු මේවා අනුභව කිරීමෙන් මිය යනවා. That is a sad situation. Then the interviewer, so what are your suggestions? දැන් ඔන්න අහනවා මොනවද ඔයාගේ යෝජනා? What are your suggestions? Should we stop using polythene? අපි polythene භාවිතය නැවැත්විය යුතුද? Mr. Sunil Veerasinghe, not exactly. ඒකම නෙවෙයි. I think we should try to minimize, අවම කරගන්න, minimize the use of polythene. Taking reusable bags, නැවත නැවත පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන් bags ගැනීම when marketing is a possible way of reducing the use of polythene. එතකොට අපි වෙළඳපළට යනකොට නැවත භාවිතයට ගන්න පුළුවන් bags අරන් යන එක is a possible way කරන්න පුළුවන් හැකි of reducing the use of polythene. polythene භාවිතය අඩු කරන්න පුළුවන්. බලමු අපි මේ වාක්‍ය. Taking reusable bags when marketing is a possible way of reducing the use of polythene. දැන් ඔබටත් මේ වගේ වාක්‍ය ගොඩනගා ගන්න පුළුවන්. Recycling polythene is another solution. එතකොට polythene ප්‍රතිචක්‍රීකරණය කිරීම තවත් විසඳුමක්. බලන්න ඒක recycling. එක gerund එකක්. Recycling polythene is another solution. Interviewer. දැන් R කියන අකුරෙන් පටන් ගන්න වචන තුනක් තියෙනවා. Reduce, reuse and recycle. අඩු කිරීම, නැවත ප්‍රයෝජනය ගැනීම, ප්‍රතිචක්‍රීකරණය කිරීම. Reduce, reuse and recycle. We should all think about it. අපි ඒ ගැන හිතන්නට ඕනේ. With that thought we come to the end of our program. දැන් බලන්න මේ වගේ program එකක් ඔබ කරනකොට නවත්වන්නේ කොහොමද? With that thought, මේ සිතවිල්ලත් සමග we come to the end of our program. Thank you for joining us today, Mr. Veerasinghe. එතකොට එයාට අපි ස්තුති කරන්නට ඕනේ. Sunil Veerasinghe, thank you for inviting me. Finally, the interviewer concludes the program. එක අවසන් කරනවා මේ විදිහට. We hope to meet our viewers next week at the same time. Have a good day. So, you also will be able to conduct a program like this. Now, let us move on to some questions regarding this. Now, here are 5 sentences and you will have to match them with some ideas that you find in B. So again, let us go back this one. First one, match A and B. Most types of polythene do not decay. That is the first one. So let us try to find out something suitable for this one. First one, most types of polythene do not decay. Second one, polythene bags are thrown into the environment. Third one, rainwater is collected in polythene bags. Fourth one, animals eat polythene. Fifth one, polythene bags are collected in water sources. Now, let us move on to B part. It causes land pollution. They die because of undigested polythene. Water is polluted. Mosquitoes breed in them. They accumulate in the environment. Now, let us go back. Right. Most types of polythene do not decay. Now, what is the sentence we can take from this? So, we can say they accumulate in the environment because they do not decay, that is what. Now, we can say it causes land pollution, but in the book, in that interview we find they accumulate in the environment. Now, let us move back to A again. Polythene bags are thrown into the environment. So, what happened? It causes land pollution, or you can use this also, they accumulate in the environment. Now, let us go back. A, rainwater is collected in polythene bags. So, what should be the next one? Mosquitoes breed in them. You have to match it. Mosquitoes, that is D, mosquitoes breed in them. Now, let us go to A again. Animals eat polythene. So, they die because of undigested polythene. You have to match it with this. They die because of undigested polythene. Then let us go back to polythene bags are collected in water sources. So, it should be water is polluted. So, it is an activity regarding this discussion. Now, let us move on to the next activity. Let us read what the activity is. Find the adjectives used in the conversation to describe these words. Here are some nouns and you must find out some adjectives from the text. අර අපි කියවපු ඉන්ටර්විව් එකේ ඩිස්කෂන් එකේ ඒ ඩිස්කෂන් එකෙන් අපිට හොයාගන්න වෙනවා ඇඩ්ජෙක්ටිව්ස් කීපයක් මෙන්න මේ නවුන්ස් ටික විස්තර කරන්න. What are they? Problem, ideas, pollution, environmentalist, gases. So, they are nouns. Let us try to find out the adjectives. First one, you get biggest problem. So, it is in the superlative form, big, bigger, biggest, biggest problem. Then you remember ideas, valuable ideas. So, ideas valuable, that is valuable is an adjective. Then pollution, land pollution, or you can use environmental pollution, or you can use water pollution or air pollution, one of them can be used. Then environmentalist, eminent, quite prominent, very clever, right, eminent environmentalist. Gases, harmful gases. So, you can see biggest problem, valuable ideas, land pollution, eminent environmentalist, harmful gases. Now, let us move on to the next activity. Find the sentences or phrases used to do this. Start the TV program. කොහොමද මේක පටන් ගත්තේ? Introduce the environmentalist to the viewers. මේ පරිසරවේදියාව කොහොමද හඳුන්වලා දුන්නේ? Ask the environmentalist suggestion on something. Disagree to an idea. කොහොමද අදහසකට අපි විරුද්ධ වෙන්නේ? End the TV program. කොහොමද TV program එක අවසන් කළේ? Find the adverbs used in the conversation. Now, let us start the TV program. Now, you can see, good morning, once again we join in your favorite program for a better tomorrow. Our topic today is polythene and the environment. So, this is the way the presenter started the program. Good morning, once again we join you in your favorite program for a better tomorrow. Our topic today is polythene and the environment. Then let us move on to the next one. Introduce the environmentalists to the viewers. කොහොමද මේ පරිසර වේදියාව හඳුන්වලා දුන්නේ අපි බලමු ඒක. බලන්න. To share some valuable ideas on this topic, we have with us one of the eminent environmentalists in the country, Mr. Sunil Veerasinghe. And ඒ විදිහටයි හඳුන්වලා දුන්නේ බලන්න. To share some valuable ideas on this topic, we have with us one of the eminent environmentalists in the country, Mr. Sunil Veerasinghe. එයා පිළිබඳව ඉහළින් කතා කරලා තමයි අපි එයා ඉදිරිපත් කරන්නේ. Welcome to the program, Mr. Veerasinghe. Now let's move back. Next one, third one. Ask the environmentalist suggestion on something. Now let's move on to the next one. Here. Interviewer. So, what are your suggestions? Should we stop using polythene? What are your suggestions? Should we stop using polythene? ඔයාගේ මොනවද යෝජනා? So, you can ask the person like this. Now, let us move on to the next one. Disagree to an idea. Let us see. Here, not here, there is an idea. Should we stop using polythene? So, Veerasinghe says, not exactly. So, we disagree to it. I think we should try to minimize the use of polythene. Now, let us move on to the next one. End the TV program. Let us see how to do it. Here, thank you. We can say, thank you for joining us today, Mr. Veerasinghe. Then he says, thank you for inviting me. Then interviewer, we hope to meet our viewers next week at the same time. Have a good day. So, we hope to meet our viewers next week at the same time. Have a good day. දුවේ පුතේ ඔබටත් විභාගෙට මෙන්න මේ වගේ සාකච්ඡාවක් දීලා මෙන්න මේ වගේ ප්‍රශ්න සමහරව ලැබෙන්න පුළුවන්. මේ විදිහට හොයලා බලලා බොහොම ලේසි ඒවට පිළිතුරු සපයන එක. Now, let us move on to the last one. Find the adverbs used in the conversation. මේ conversation දාගත්තු adverbs මොනවද කියලා අහනවා. අපි ඔබට මතකයි sadly, haphazardly අන්නේ වගේ වචන තිබුණා. Now, let's move on to this one. Some adverbs that you can find in this discussion. A lot of people have the habit of throwing polythene bags carelessly. So, here carelessly we call it an adverb of manner. ඒ ක්‍රමය කියන නැත්නම් කොහොමද කරන්නේ carelessly ගොඩක් වෙලාවට මේ ly වලින් අවසන් වෙනවා. අපිට කියනවා adverbs of manner. Lot of people have the habit of throwing polythene bags carelessly. Another one, it's a pleasure to be here. So, here is also an adverb. It is an adverb of place. ස්ථානයක් විස්තර කරන එකක්. It is a pleasure to be here. Another one, the topic we are discussing today is polythene and the environment. So, today it is an adverb of time. ඒ කියන්නේ කාලය පිළිබඳව ප්‍රකාශ කරන adverb එකක් තමයි today කියන්නේ. ඒතකොට adverbs කියවම there are different types of adverbs. Adverbs of time, adverbs of place, adverbs of manner and some more. We usually eat rice and curry for dinner. So, usually it is an adverb of frequency. අර නිතරම යොදාගන්නේව නැත්නම් usually, never, always අන්නේ වගේ වචන. We will be discussing them later on. Next one, I am extremely sorry for the delay. So, here extremely is the adverb of degree. So, we talked about adverb of time, adverbs of place, adverbs of manner, adverbs of frequency and adverbs of degree. Now, let us talk about them in details. The words underlined in these sentences are used incorrectly. Rewrite the sentences correctly. අපි බලමු කොහොමද plants grow quick in the rich soil. දුවේ පුතේ බලන්න මේ plants grow quick කියලා අපිට යොදන්න බෑ. Plants grow quickly in the rich soil. Plants grow quickly in the rich soil. Second one, some factories discharge their waste direct into water bodies. So some factory discharge their waste directly. It should be directly into water bodies. Next one, I usually use recycled paper for my greeting card. So this is wrong. You have to say I usually use recycled paper for my greeting cards. Our project was successful because everybody worked efficient. So our project was successful. Here successful is correct because everybody worked efficiently. Worked efficient is wrong. It's worked efficiently. Awareness programs on public health should be conducted regular. So regular is wrong. It should be regularly. Nitipata. Awareness programs on public should be conducted regularly. So let us move on to the next one. There are different kinds of adverbs expressing different meaning. The following are some of the common ones. Now let us see. Adverb of time. මම ඔබට කලින් කියා දුන්නා මේ කාලය පිළිබඳව යොදා ගන්න adverbs. ඒතර අපේ දරුවා හිතන්නේ අර adverbs of manner ඒ කියන්නේ අර ly වලින් අවසන් වෙනේවා විතරයි adverbs කියලා. එහෙම නෙමෙයි දුවේ පුතේ. We find different types of adverbs. එතකොට yesterday, tomorrow, now they are also adverbs. Here, there, they are also adverbs. So we have different types of adverbs. Now we are going to talk about adverbs of time. An adverb of time tells us when something is done or happens. කිසියම් දෙයක් සිදු වෙනවා නැත්නම් කරනවා. ඒ වෙලාවට අපි යොදා ගන්න adverb එකට තමයි adverb of time කියන්නේ. We use it at the beginning or at the end of a sentence. එක්කෝ වාක්‍යයක මුල එහෙම නැත්නම් වාක්‍යයක අග යොදනවා. We use it as a form of emphasis when we place it at the beginning. ඒතර වාක්‍යයක මුලින්ම යෙදුවොත් අපි ඒක වඩාත් තහවුරු වෙන්න ස්ට්‍රෙස් කරන්න තමයි adverb එක මුලින් යොදන්නේ. එහෙම නැත්නම් යොදන්නේ වාක්‍ය අගට. Right. Here are some adverbs of time. Afterwards, already, always. We use this one even for adverbs of frequency. Immediately, last month, now, soon, then, yesterday. Some examples. He collapsed and died yesterday. If we want to emphasize yesterday he collapsed and died. අර වැඩිපුර yesterday කියන එකට තහවුරු කරනවා අපි ඒක මුලට දාන්න පුළුවන්. His factory was burned down a few months ago. ඒතර මේක adverbial phrase එකක්. Adverbial phrase of time. A few months ago මාස කීපයකට කලින් කියන එක his factory was burned down. ඒක පිළිසුණා. Last week බලන්න මේක ගිය සතියේ එක වැඩිපුර තහවුරු කළා. Last week we were stuck in the lift for an hour. පැයක් lift එකේ හිර වෙලා ඉන්න වුණා ගිය සතියේ last week. That is we can call them adverbs or adverbial phrases of time. Then adverb of place. ස්ථානයක් පිළිබඳ. An adverb of place tells us where something is done or happens. කිසියම් දෙයක් කොහෙද සිදු වෙන්නේ නැත්නම් කොහෙද ක්‍රියාවලිය කරන්න කියන එක තමයි මේකෙන් අපි ප්‍රකාශ කරන්නේ. We use it after the verb. ගොඩක් වෙලාවට ක්‍රියාපදයට පසුව or after the direct object අර කෙලින්ම තියෙන කර්මපදයට පසුව or at the end of a sentence. එහෙම නැත්නම් වාක්‍යයක අවසානයේ. Adverbs of place include words such as මෙන්න මේ වගේ ඒවා තියෙනවා above, below, here, outside, over, there, under and upstairs. සමහරලාට දුවේ පුතේ මේ home කියන එකත් adverb of place වෙන්න පුළුවන්. අපි කිව්වොත් I went home. Where did you go? එතකොට ඒක වෙන්නේ home. එතකොට it is also an adverb of place. ඒ වගේ ස්ථානයක් පිළිබඳව අපි ප්‍රකාශ කරනවා ඒක adverb of place වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Now let us move on to next one. Example, we can stop here for lunch. අපිට දිවා ආහාරයට මෙහි නවතින්න පුළුවන්. We can stop here. Here is an adverb of place. The school boy was knocked over by a school bus. They rushed for their lives when fire broke out in the floor below. The floor below. So it indicates the place where the floor is. Now next one, adverb of manner. දැන් අර ඔයගොල්ලෝ වැඩියෙන්ම දාන්න එක. ඔයගොල්ලෝ හුඟක් අපේ දරුවෝ හිතන මෙන්න මේවා විතරයි adverbs කියලා. මොකද අගට ly තියෙන ඒවා. An adverb of manner tells us how something is done or happens. කිසියම් දෙයක් සිද්ධ වෙන්නේ නැත්නම් කරන්නේ කොහොමද කියන එක තමයි මේ manner කියන එකෙන් අපි ප්‍රකාශ කරන්නේ. Most adverbs of manner end in ly, such as badly, happily, sadly, slowly, quickly, and other that include ඒ වගේ මේවා නැතුවත් well, hard, fast ඒ වගේ වචනත් තියෙනවා ly අවශ්‍යම නැහැ. So that we call them adverbs of manner. Next one, some examples. The brothers were badly injured in the fight. මේගොල්ලෝ කිසියම් ගැටුමකට වෙලා badly injured දරුණු විදිහට නරක විදිහට තුවාල වෙලා තියෙනවා. Badly injured. They had to act fast to save the others floating on the water. They had to act fast. එතකොට බොහොම වේගයෙන් ක්‍රියා කරන්න සිදු වෙලා තියෙනවා to save the others floating on the water. අර ජලයේ ගිල්ල පාවෙමින් ඉන්න ඉක්මනට බේරගන්න. At the advanced stage of 88, she still sang very well. Now here, there are one thing is still. She still sang very well. මෙතන you get 3 adverbs. Still is an adverb. Very is an adverb. Well is also an adverb. So you have different types of adverbs. Then adverbs of degree. An adverb of degree tells us the level or extent that something is done or happen. කිසියම් දෙයක් මොනතරම් level එකකට ඒක සිදු වෙනවද කියලා බලන්න තමයි මේ જાතියව තියෙන්නේ. Words of adverbs of degree are almost, much, nearly, quite, really, so, to, or very, like that. We can say very well, very good. Our next one, I have to mention something before this exercise. If I ask you to define an adverb, මම ඔයගොල්ලන්ට adverb එකක් ගැන නිර්වචනයක් දෙන්න කිව්වොත් හුඟක් දරුවෝ කියන්නේ an adverb is a word which describes a verb. ඒ කියන්නේ adverb එකක් කියන්නේ ක්‍රියාපදයක් විස්තර කරන වචනයක් කියලා කියන්නේ. හැබැයි ඒක විතරක් නෙවෙයි. An adverb is a word which describes a verb, an adjective or another adverb. මේ adverb එකකින් ක්‍රියාපදයක් විස්තර වෙනවා, adjective එකක් විස්තර වෙනවා, විශේෂණ ඒ වගේම තවත් adverb එකක් විස්තර වෙනවා. එතකොට adverb කිව්වහම නොඑක් විදිහට යෙදෙනවා. දැන් අපි බලමු පුංචි අභ්‍යාසයක්. You have to identify whether this is done before adjective or a verb. දැන් අපි දන්නවා සමහර adverbs adjective එකක් ඉස්සරහට. For example, we can say intelligent, extremely intelligent. එතකොට extremely කියන එකෙන් විස්තර වෙන්නේ adjective එකක්. දැන් අපි දන්නවා අර සමහර අර ඉන්ධන අරන් යන ඒ ට්‍රක්ස් රතර පිටිපස්සේ ගහලා තියෙනවා highly inflammable. එතකොට inflammable කියන adjective highly adverb. එතකොට සමහර ඒවා වචනවල verb එක විස්තර වෙනවා. දැන් අපි බලමු මේ වාක්‍යයෙන් මොකද්ද විස්තර වෙන්නේ. It was too dark for us to find our way out of the cave. Here dark. So dark is an adjective. So it is before an adjective. එතකොට මේක adverb එක යොදලා තියෙන්නේ adjective එක විස්තර වෙන්න. Next one. The referee had to stop the match when it began to rain really heavily. So there are 3 words. It began to rain heavily. Heavily is an adverb. It described the verb began. ඒ වගේම really කියන එකත් adverb. ඒක විස්තර කරන්නේ අනිත් adverb එක. Really heavily. Beforehand, so really කියන වචනේ විස්තර කරන්නේ adverb එක. Heavily කියන එක විස්තර කරන්නේ began කියන එක. බලන්න දුවේ පුතේ. The referee had to stop the match when it began to rain heavily. හයියෙන් වහින්න පටන් ගන්නවා. When it began to rain really heavily, so really describes heavily. So it is before an adverb. Her daughter is quite fat for her age. So her daughter is quite fat. So it is before an adjective. That is adverb of degree. How fat? She is quite fat. The accident, victim nearly died from his injuries, right? Victim nearly died. So here nearly describes, it is before, it is used to describe the verb. After all these years, she is still feeling very sad about her father's death. Very sad. Sad is an adjective, so very describes adjective. Still feeling, still is an adverb describing the verb. Now let us move on to the next one. Adverbs of frequency අපි බලමු. මෙන්න තවත් adverbs විශේෂයක්. An adverb of frequency tells us how often something is done. ඒක කරන වාර ගණන පිළිබඳව මේ adverbs වලින් ප්‍රකාශ වෙන්නේ. කිසියම් දෙයක් සිදු වෙනවා එහෙම නැත්නම් කරනවා එක්තරා වාර ගණන. Words used as adverbs of frequency include again, almost, always, ever, frequently, generally, hardly ever, nearly, nearly always, never, occasionally, often, rarely, seldom, sometimes, twice, twice a day, usually, and weekly. So we call them adverbs of frequency. Here are some examples for adverbs of frequency. They were almost 50 when they got married. ඒගොල්ලෝ විවාහ වෙනකොට ඇත්තට මේගොල්ලෝ අවුරුදු 50ක් වෙලා. Almost 50. They were almost 50 when they got married. He hardly ever says something nice to his wife. He hardly ever, මේ hardly කියන එක දුවේ පුතේ, it is negative form. Hardly ever කියන්නේ ඇත්තම නෑ කියන එක. He hardly ever says something nice to his wife. While overseas, he frequently phoned home. While overseas, ඒගොල්ලෝ පිටරට ඉන්නකොට he frequently phoned. නිතරම ගෙදරට ෆෝන් කළා. She is not nearly always right, although she thinks she is always right. Nearly always right, always right. You can see two things. She is not nearly always right, although she thinks she is always right. He complained that she never smiled back. So we call them adverbs of frequency. We only write to each other very occasionally. අපි එකිනෙකාට ලියන්නේ ඉඳලා හිටලා occasionally. Peter seldom reads the Bible. යා ක්‍රිස්තියානි ජාතියෙක් හැබැයි යා බයිබලයේ කියවන්නේ ඉඳලා හිටලා. Sometimes he stays late in the office to complete his work. සමහර වෙලාවට ඔව් කාර්යාලයේ ඒ වැඩ සම්පූර්ණ කරන්න අතර වෙනවා. Our cat was bitten twice by the same dog. A man usually proposes marriage. Normally, the male proposes the marriage, usually. So we call them adverbs of frequency. Now here are some exercises. Let us do it. Complete the sentences with the best adverb. Not every adverb is needed. මෙතන තියෙන හැම එකක්ම අවශ්‍ය වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Slowly, carefully, beautifully, well, loudly, carelessly, easily, excitedly, finally, suddenly, quickly, quietly, like that. Now let us move on to the first one. Come here, you have to see this. So what is the correct one? Come here quickly. You have to use this one. Come here quickly, you have to see this. It is an adverb of manner. We knew that she had got the job when we saw her talking on the phone. So we knew that she had got the job when we saw her excitedly talking on the phone. Excitedly, you can use this word, excitedly talking on the phone. පොඩ්ඩක් තැති ගැන් වෙලා ෆෝන් එකෙන් කතා කරනකොට we knew that she had got the job. He put the vase on the table, it fell to the floor. So what can you say? He carelessly put the vase on the table. සැලකිල්ලක් නැතුව vase එක මේසුඩින් තිබී it fell to the floor. Let's move on to the next one. Sharon is throwing a party on Saturday. She finished her PhD. Sharon is throwing a party on Saturday. She finally finished her PhD. Last, let's walk blank. I don't want to be the first one at the meeting. So let's walk slowly. අපි හිමින් සැරේ ඇවිදගෙන යමු. I don't want to be the first one at the meeting. මට මුලින්ම යන්න අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. Next one. Alex blank put up the bookshelves. It was too difficult for me to do on my own. So we can say Alex easily put up the bookshelves. It was too difficult for me to do on my own. ඒක මට කරන්න බෑ, but Alex did it. Now we'll move on to 7th one. Everything happened so blank, we had to move to California in less than a month. So everything happened so suddenly that. So suddenly, මොනතරම් ඉක්මනට වුණාද? So suddenly we had to move to California in less than a month. මාසකට අඩු කාලයෙන් කැලිෆෝනියාවට යන්න සිද්ධ වුණා. Next one. Why does he always have to talk so blank? You can hear him in the next room. So why does he always have to talk so loudly? අය ඔච්චර හයියෙන් කතා කරන්නේ. You can hear him in the next room. ඊළඟ room එකේ එයා ඉන්නේ. So let us move on to 9th one. Although she speaks 5 languages, she did not do blank on the translation exam. Although she speaks 5 languages, she did not do well on the translation exam. ඒකේ හරියට කළේ did not do well. The last one. I was so surprised his new apartment was decorated. How was it decorated? Beautifully decorated. I was so surprised his new apartment was beautifully decorated. So with that, we come to the end of today's lesson. Dear students, today I attempted to discuss some important thing regarding an interview made on for a better tomorrow. ඉදිරි කාලේ හොඳ වෙන්න අපි කොහොමද එක්තරා සාකච්ඡාවක් ඇසුරෙන් තමයි අපි මේ ඉංග්‍රීසි පාඩම කළේ. මම හිතනවා ඔබට මේක ඉගෙනගත්ත දේවල් ඉදිරියට ප්‍රයෝජනවත් වෙයි කියලා. So dear students, I think you will be able to use the knowledge you have gained today for answering the English language paper in a better way. So until we meet next week, thank you very much. I wish you all the best.